From the Kansas City Royals. From the Royals. You want a great outfielder, you want a rifle arm, you want 200 plus base hits in his career, he was way much more than that. Hitting with power, great speed, could steal your bases, all the instincts on the bases, and how about a base hit to win the national championship? One thing I'll always remember about Whit is we were playing at Mississippi State. It was it might have been Arkansas. Ninth inning, on the radio, I'm calling for a sacrifice. Do you remember that?
Well, you used to second guess everything I did.
I'm calling for a sacrifice, and he gets a 3-run shot over the left center field wall. And so much, that's why I was in the booth.
I tried twice, and I fouled 2 balls off.
Well, if I remember correctly, I said, well, in this situation, you got to leave it on right here. You got to leave it on with 2 strikes. And there it goes.
Arkansas.
We won that game by 5 0. Anyway, one of the most popular Gamecocks ever in any sport, Whit Merrifield. 2008 to 2010. From the Birds of Baltimore and out of Sumter. What an All-American career this young man had. If you look up closer in the dictionary on the internet, you might see his picture right there because he could just do it all. And I know Coach Tanner will agree. One of the most competitive guys on the mound, just classic competitor in college baseball history that we've seen. Please welcome Matt Price. 2009, 10, 11, and 12. I remember something of the effect of, why don't we just throw him out there against Clemson and just see if he can get us to the 5th inning or so, and hopefully we can stay in the ball game. Of course, that was for a do-or-die game in Omaha against the Tigers in 2010, and the legend was born. Boy, could this guy hit in high school. He could really hit in high school, but he was a pretty good pitcher. He was a pretty good pitcher, too, at the college level, now in the pros. A 2-time All-American, 2-time first-team All-American from the Angels of Anaheim, Michael Roth.
Well, you know, it's just a lot of fun. It's fun to see all the guys that I played with and kind of get in touch with some of the guys that I didn't play with because, you know, even though we maybe didn't play together, we still have a unique bond being former Gamecocks and just with the tradition here at this university. So it's a lot of fun. It's fun to see some old guys that don't come to Columbia often, and it's pretty special.
And you talked about that tradition. It's kind of been extended that, you know, you guys show excellence, and there's a lot of professional ball players here. What does that mean for the university?
You know, well, we're still ambassadors of the university no matter where we go because, you know, we always carry the University of South Carolina, whether we maybe didn't graduate or not. It's still kind of, that's where we played our college baseball. So it brings us together, and we still represent the university, and hopefully we do that in a positive light.
Right. Talk a little about your year last year. What was it like to kind of be up in the big leagues? I know that's a goal for most every baseball player.
It was a wild year. I don't know how else to describe it. You know, making my major league debut and then getting optioned back down and coming back again. You know, it was an up and down, you know, roller coaster ride. But I learned a lot, and you know, I think it'll help me in the years coming forward.
And how excited are you to get kind of back underway for another year?
It's been a short off season, but it's been short. But I'm looking forward to getting back out there again. You know, the arm's starting to feel good, and you know, everything's feeling more like a well-oiled machine. Where in January it was early January it was kind of creaky, but it's getting back, and I'll be looking forward to it when we step out there in Arizona for first workout.
And you know, do you have any personal goals for the upcoming year?
Well, you know, I kind of set, you know, obviously I want to play well, but I don't really set up like statistical goals because that's kind of tough. You know, I don't know where I'll be. I could be in the bullpen. I could be a starter. I could be in the big leagues for a day. I could be not in the big leagues at all. You know, so one, you kind of have to go in there with kind of an open mind and just kind of go where the wind takes you. So I think once they kind of assign me to the team and figure out where I'm going for the year, I'll kind of set some goals then.
And do you look forward to any matchups with any former teammates or other former Gamecocks when you see them out there?
Well, I did face Smoke this year twice. I think I faced Whit in Double A a couple times. One time I didn't realize I pitched to him. So it's always fun, when we face each other. It'd be a good time. Hopefully I get to face Jackie. We're both with the big league teams, but we'll see what happens.
You see yourself, you've always been pretty much a carefree spirit, and not too, you take it seriously, but life has its ups and downs and everything. Do you really see yourself, when you envision things of being on a major league roster day in, day out, pitching every 5 days?
Yeah, I would love to do that. I would, if it's a starter, if it's a reliever, I don't mind. I don't care which way. I think I could be a starter in the big leagues. Hope that I get another shot, another opportunity. It's just up to me to go out there and perform and see what happens. And I'd love to do that. I hope that I can play for another 10, 15 years. But if not, I always have my degree and go from there.
Well, one of the iconic moments of the University of South Carolina sports history of all the sports was the night you walked off the mound for the final time and tipped your hat to the crowd. Can you ever imagine yourself doing that on a major league level?
Right now, no. That's got to be a pretty special career, and who knows what will happen in the future. Hopefully that will be something maybe that's down the line, because that means I've pitched for a long time. But if not, that's the way it is, and that was the plan God had laid out. But we'll see. That was a pretty special moment in South Carolina.
And no matter what, nobody will ever be able to take that one away from you.
That is true. That was a good night.